All verse Rising Soul family. So let me tell you this. Do you want to know the reason why when it comes to ethnicity groups, it really matters who you get with because of ancestry lineage wise? It really does matter, man. Look, man. The long term connections that you seen dark skinned melanated men have had over the years, it's always been with other dark skinned nationality women, being long term. When you see light skinned Middle Eastern women being long term connections with a guy, it's a guy that's light skinned just like them. Whether he Middle Eastern or not Middle Eastern. You feel me? The same way with European women. You know, a lot of different nationalities of European women had long term connections with other European nationality guys. Right? It was Finnish, Irish, Turkish, Polish, Bulgarian, Belgium, Swedish, Russian. The list goes on. But, you know, when we think about things like one night stands started to exist when people of two ethnicity background groups had made it together because both of them just had to get their nut off and shit, right? So like, for example, you one time the one time where it's like a one night stand, you had these dark skinned nationality men, whether they was Caribbeans, Africans, Adam and Eve, Solomon Islanders, and all that. They had one night stands with these Latins and European women, Middle Eastern women, etc. You know, and one night stand stands for like, you know, going for people that doesn't like fit your culture, right? So like, you know what happens after the one night stand. Like that same melanated light skinned Middle Eastern woman probably is not going to be in a long term connection with a dark skinned nationality man. You feel what I'm saying? So like when we think about ethnicity groups and the culture backgrounds and the mixing, like you think about ancestry lineage, right? There's a reason why there's literally a reason why Latins and Salvadorians and Guatemalans, you don't really see them with a lot of dark skinned nationality people. Like you never really see a lot of Guatemalan, Salvadorian, and Latin men be with different nationalities of dark skinned women long term and vice versa. Why? Because the culture differences. You know, when it comes to culture differences, it's like it plays a huge part. And I know a lot of people who just, you know, care about trying to have the highest body count and all this stuff. Like they don't really care about culture differences, especially in colleges. They don't really care about that until like they really start doing their own history, and then they be like, damn, we really supposed to only be with our own people, which it does make sense. And I know it sounds crazy, but you probably wonder to yourself, what does culture differences got to do with anything? A whole dang lot. So it's like when people see me, right? There's so many dark skinned nationalities of people like me. You got dark skinned nationalities in the country of Asia, the Solomon Islands, the African country, Caribbean countries. You know, I could pass for any of them because I'm dark skinned. I could pass for any dark skinned nationality, right? So when individuals see me, those who think about ancestry lineage, they'll see a dark skinned melanated male like myself and be like, yeah, only dark skinned melanated women can look good with him because lighter skinned nationality women will not look right with him. And rightfully so, they should feel that way. I would not feel triggered, you feel me? I would not feel triggered if someone told me I'm supposed to be with dark skinned nationality women. I mean, because that would be natural in my blood anyway. Since I'm dark skinned, I'm gonna naturally in my blood, you know, go for dark skinned nationality women because they look like me, right? Like any female that looks like me, those are my ethnicity culture. Only dark skin nationality women are my cultures. Any woman that's lighter than me, they're not part of my culture. They got that European blood in them. So like me being with women that have that European blood in them, whether they're full blown European or they're not, or they're like half European, like I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to have sex with women who enslaved my dark skinned nationality people in slavery, man. Whether they was Latin women, because you know Latin women, they enslaved a lot of dark skinned nationality males in slavery. A lot of Middle Eastern women, those light skinned Middle Eastern women had enslaved a lot of dark skinned nationality males in slavery. The same way the European women had enslaved a lot of my dark skinned nationality males during slavery. So I can't bring myself to be with women that's lighter than me. My ancestors would tell me straight up. I found out about this stuff, like, I came to this conclusion before my ancestors even told me. You know, because if you look at a lot of lighter skinned women, for example, they got a lot of European blood in them, man. Just imagine a light skinned melanated woman, whatever light skinned nationality she is, being paired up with me. That's not gonna look right. That's like pairing cheese pizza with marinara sauce with pickles. That's not going to match well, because culture, man, that plays a huge part, man. Like, that shit is serious, man. Like, you see, back in like many years ago, I didn't really look at culture differences and all that stuff, but like all the way up until now, I have to look at that when it comes to, like, mating with women and shit like that, right? If I was to ever do that, because for right now, I tell many people before, I'm asexual. But like, if I was to mate with any woman, she gonna have to look like me. Otherwise, my ancestor would be mad at me for even going for lighter skinned women, which I don't. Because after I found out the history about lighter skinned nationalities, enslaving darker skinned nationality people like myself, man, I'm so disgusted, man. I'm disgusted at these lighter skinned women who enslaved dark skinned males during slavery. Like, I got PTSD from that. I can't, bro. I just can't do it. I can't do it. It's like every time I see women lighter than me, I be in disgust. I'm probably the only dark skinned male who be in disgust seeing women lighter than me, because I know my history and my research from what they did, for what these lighter skinned women did to darker skinned men in slavery, bro. I can't live with that. That's something that I'm never gonna be able to live with, and I can't accept, especially those damn European women. So it's like when dark skinned melanated males be mating with lighter skinned women and European women, it's like, why, man? Have you not did your history? Have you not looked at the culture differences? Like, come on, man. And I'm gonna talk about this in another topic too. Stay tuned.